So just smash it. You have two drivers where you're going to leave the floor, right? You think you need more power from the ground. You've obviously seen a technical coach who's had you on certain things to tell you that. So one way of getting speed is to practice speed. No care for where the ball goes, you just smash it. All right? So let's go with those two drivers. I thought you said you were going to leave the floor. I didn't see you leave the floor. I still think you're trying to hit good shots. You're not trying to develop speed. So this is your last ball. And then we're going to go all the way down the hill, down here, to the chipping area where you've got 36 feet. So Henry's, if we look at the whiteboard, we can see Henry has completed station 1. Speed station, hitting the driver over 285 yards, 2 balls. Now he's going to go to the chipping station. So he's got 36 feet. He's going to hit 2 chips. After every chip, we're going to deduct the total the ball is away from the hole, so the proximity of the chip from 36. So Henry's trying to hit it as close as he possibly can, because when he runs out of feet, when he runs out of 36 feet, the whole circuit is stopped. Station 3, he's going to go across to here, PGA Tour putt. So he's going to hit 12 putts, a 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. He's got a target score of 9. He's going to hit 12 putts total. He's only going to hit 2 before he returns back to this station. So I should draw this. So what we have here is an interleave training circuit. 2 balls working on speed, 2 balls working on chipping it inside 3 feet. If he averages 3 feet, he'll get to hit every shot in PGA Tour putt 2 at a time. So now film Henry go around the circuit. I've seen him with speed. So do you have your own golf balls? Yeah. You don't practice chipping or pitching with range balls? No. No? Okay. That's a good idea. No. I was working with a college team the other day, and one of the girls decided to practice chipping with range balls.
It's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, no, the coach said, okay, if you're going to practice chipping with range balls, you can play in qualifying with the range balls tomorrow. She quickly switched.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing. Probably not a good idea. If you want any true feedback, you probably should practice.
Yeah, I mean, even at tour events, it's like,
Those
go
guys
to
play
get
with-
them,
yeah,
and they've got every different brand.
Yeah, they hit
that-
range balls with their balls.
First time I caddied, I was like, hey, can I get some range balls, please? And they were like, which ones?
Yeah.
And I looked, and it was like Callaway, crazy. Okay, so the walk down here, a lot of people might not want to make this walk, but it's a good thing, because it's adding spacing, variability, and challenge to your practice. So previously, Henry's been practicing his chipping in a random style. He's been moving around the green, but he's been hitting how many balls, Henry, roughly?
Too many.
Too many, okay.
In a row, yeah.
So he's just been chipping and pitching in a blocked fashion, so only hitting chips and pitches, but doing it from random lies. I'm trying to get him to interleave his practice. So he's going to hit 2 chips. He's already done his speed station. He's going to hit 2 chips. So great engagement, walking it out, treating it like a tournament shot. And remember, this is important, because if he doesn't average 3 feet from these pitches and chips, then he's gonna lose attempts at PGA Tour putt. So there's the first one. Pretty decent effort. What would you say, Henry? 4.5?
Yeah.
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 So 4?
We'll say 4. That one's about like 4.
4? Okay. So we're down to 32 feet. That lie looks tasty. You want to change flag? Can you go to that flag?
Yeah.
Make it a bit harder. So there's his first attempt. So there we go. Henry loses 4 feet, so down to 32 of his 36. And Henry's real focus is practicing his chipping and pitching. The other 2 stations are really there to add space and add variability. And a bit of outcome pressure as well, I guess. Because if he doesn't make the putts, then, sorry, if he doesn't make the pitches, he doesn't get to have as many putts. Great shot from there. 5.5. 26 left, so 2 good shots, but still, at that rate, we're going to lose some chances on PGA Tour putt.
Yeah.
So we're now going to make the long walk back up the hill to the green. And again, I can't stress enough how important it is to have this space. Because if Henry was just going to pitch and chip now, he already knows more about the rough and how the green is going to react than he did before. So he gets into a rhythm and a flow and probably starts to chip it better than he would on the golf course, because his brain has an understanding of what he's trying to achieve based on previous repetitions. Now, by making him go putt and go back to his speed station, when he returns to this green, he's got to re-access his working memory. He's got to go into his mind and be like, oh, how was I successful on those other 2? Forces him into his process more, makes him use his routine in practice.
Makes you think.
And walking up this hill makes you fit.
Yeah.
I think you can already hear in my voice. That CrossFit might not be paying off like I'm claiming. So we're going to hit the 3-footer, Henry,
Yeah.
and the 12.
And the 12 footer. Yeah.
And that was your idea, right?
Yeah.
Why did you have that idea?
I mean, on a golf course, you're not going to hit like a 3-footer then a 6-footer. You're going to have varying different distances.
Good.
On the putting green.
So I liked it because it adds more variation. So, just while Henry's setting up the putt, station 1 was a driver. Has to try and hit the ball as hard as he can, because he has a goal of driving it over 285 in the air. So we gave him 2 balls of that. So he's hit the driver, 2 balls of that, and you've just seen him. He just used up 4 and 5. He just used up 9 feet. Now he's moved to this station, and he's got to hit a 3-footer and a 12-footer, and he gets a point for each one. 9 is his goal. But remember, if he runs out of feet, the challenge stops. So all the pressure is put on the chip in. There's the 3. Let's change hole for the 12. Randomize it even more. I'll get that. You just go. So Henry will hit this 12-footer, and then he'll go back to the speed station. He'll hit 2 drivers as hard as he can. Then he'll go back down the hill, which you saw us walk down and up, and he'll try and hit it as close as he possibly can with his chips and pitches to save his feet, and then he'll come back here, and then he'll hit the 6 and the 9. Different hole every time, making it random, and he'll keep his score for the putting, and how many attempts he gets on the putting is dependent on when he runs out of feet on the pitching.